All right, Jason Ryan, I'm here with Stephanie Stilson, Discovery's Load Director. Right? Got your title right. Good
yes,
stuff.
Yes, actually that was my previous title. I sort of have a new title now since I'm doing transition and retirement for all three of the orbiters. I'm the transition and retirement flow director. So,
and when did this happen?
After Discovery landed, and at that point I went full-time into transition retirement. I was kind of doing both roles for a while, which was very difficult, but once Discovery had her final mission, then I focused primarily everything on transition retirement.
Now Stephanie, what we're seeing behind us, for those of us that follow the shuttle program for a while, is unique. What are we looking at?
Basically, you are looking at us moving Discovery from the orbiter processing facility over to the vehicle assembly building. And the reason for that is we need to free up the orbiter processing facility for Atlantis. As soon as Atlantis lands, we've got to bring her right into the hangar and start doing her down mission processing, the initial safing of that vehicle. So in order to do that, we've got to make space.
Now, how long did it take to get Discovery in this condition?
Well, see, we landed in the March time frame, and we've been working since then. Now, we have done some major safety initiatives already, which is why you can see the forward reaction control system is missing, nose pods are missing. That was our critical path. We needed to get those things done right away because those components get shipped to White Sands in New Mexico for their decommissioning. So we wanted to get them out there as soon as we can so that we can get the decommissioning done, get them back here to be put back on the vehicle. So that's the main thing that's happened on Discovery so far. And the engines always come out, so that was actually one of the first things we did was take out the engines.
Now this is a major milestone for Discovery's retirement. This is my final question. How do you feel knowing that Discovery's in the state that she's in, what she's getting ready for, and she's on her way to her new home?
Well, I don't really like to have her out in public like this. You know, I'd rather her be fully put together, kind of liking it to not being quite dressed to go out to work.
She doesn't have her face on.
Right, exactly. So, but you know, it is an opportunity. I'm glad there's interest in seeing what we're doing. I think you can clearly see some major work has happened on Discovery, so it's important that the public gets to see that. And it is nice for the workforce that don't have access to the bays to be able to see the vehicle as well. So she is what she is. We'll continue to work on her, but before we deliver her, she will look perfect. I promise that.
Well, Stephanie, it's hot. You're busy. Thank you so much for a great interview, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that.
Couple. What do you want to stop on?
It only goes to the yellow line. That's where 10 is right now. The yellow road.
First launch, and of course as the pilot my main job is to monitor those three main engines, and the APU, the auxiliary power units, and a lot of the systems. I mean, the pilot, my job is kind of like Scotty on on Star Trek kind of.
Okay, cool.
And so the systems are very important to me, and I'm very focused on those systems, but what I was not ready for was the intense sensory overload when we lifted off, with the amazing
power.
Yeah, the amazing light that came out of the three main engines and the solid rocket boosters.
Yeah, the SRBs, I mean, it's like looking at a blowtorch.
Well, what it did is it reflected off that overcast deck that was like at 6,000 feet and came back into the cockpit. And we're already in our orange suits, and now the whole cockpit was this eerie orange. We're accelerating, we're vibrating. I mean, and so as we were driving toward the cloud deck that was just completely illuminated, it looked like fire. It literally looked like we were driving through the gates of hell or something. I mean, it was crazy. And so, as we just pummeled and, and accelerating into that cloud deck, it was just the most intense moment of my life.
I should let you know that I'm taping this. You don't want me to use it because you hell and all, but I won't use it. But that was awesome.
No, you can use it. It's fine. I don't care.